Chronicles, a book that I want to review for a minute. You know, when I first saw this book, I'm like, so somebody making an anime inspired book, Americans making an anime inspired book. I'm like, this is awesome. You know, if this book do good, maybe my book could probably do good, because, you know, we write something of the sort too. And then
we're perverts here.
No, we ain't writing no perverted books. But then I noticed that this was 10 volumes, so this could be a long read. But anyway, Chronicle reading, the review. Jonathan, the story. Go ahead.
In the world of Eden, they're monster girls. Alright? They're all women. And pretty much, they need men to reproduce. So, they kidnap men, and they have sex with them against their will. That's basically the story.
Practically raping them to death.
And also, there's a guy out there, his name is... Daniel.
And Daniel wants to prove to all the women that hate monsters, because monsters kill women mostly and take their men.
True shit.
And basically he kind of tell these women that
we need to work together, because there are two different kinds of monster women. There are the reasonable ones, and then there are the darker ones. The ones out there, man, that are more monster-like in nature, that just rape and shit and just kill men to death. The other ones, they're more calm, and they're more about the men's pleasure and shit. But they just want to be impregnated by them, and then when you do, they let them go. You know.
Or they just keep them there
or like the ant women, like they keep them there and then just use them as a reproduction thing. You know, so
reproductive stock. So basically, you get free pussy, you get everything that you need. And the women take care of you too.
But they
where do I get killed now, bet? Like seriously, kill
bring me. Just say, look. Just give me a fucking electricity. Give me a fucking computer, and give me a PlayStation and a flat screen TV.
I'm good. Shit.
You want to do something like hell no, man? Girls got me forever.
Man, or you could, man, every last one of it, every hole possible, bruh.
I mean, hey, man, when you living down there, man, I'm in the stocks, and you got the ant girls doing pretty much whatever you want. Go for it.
They tongue exude sensitivity just by the touch of it and numb you.
Make you feel amazing.
It's just but anyway, we going off of course. We going off.
No. That's still on course, but jumping into characters, because the story itself, man, like it's not like Eve the Awakening. It's not convoluted as fuck. Okay.
It's simple. It's a simple story.
It's inspired.
Character Daniel is just a
anime
plot device.
He is Tenchi from Tenchi Muyo.
That's it. You know, there's really nothing interesting about him. He's kind of stupid too.
Just like Tenchi from Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, that's it.
Tenchi is an uninteresting character because, again, he is a hardworking farmer kid who is responsible and does all of his homework. And what's the thing, man, that makes him interesting? The women around him. And that's the same thing, man, for Daniel. Like what is Daniel's character? He is basically a dedicated, hard-working character who doesn't get into fights, man, with anybody. He doesn't yell. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't talk down to women. He doesn't understand, doesn't take any of their sexual advances. He's just a good guy.
A guy that don't exist. Run from pussy. Really run from it.
You know, and he's 18 years old, so there's that too.
Run from pussy, though.
That's being thrown at him, man. Like, fucking, man.
Just have sex with him. That boy got fuck all of them.
This dude, man, is fucking standing outside, man. Don't worry about that. This nigga, man, this nigga is standing outside, man, and, man, the fucking rain and shit, and vagina, man, man, is just falling on him, and he's running away from it.
It's a crazy. But that's him as a character. But he that good guy that just try to, show the world his ideals. And he's just going to do what it takes to actually get to that damn ideal. Oh, damn, basically the perfect guy. He got to actually show his ideals that it can actually happen. And then we can move from him to Trishka.
You know, there's only 3 characters that have that. You know, this book only has four characters. And because basically, man, like the other ones that man was drawn, they don't fucking matter. Because they came in and let's touch on them real quick. Okay? There's another guy who wears body armor. There's a pig girl who's classified as an orc. And there's a lizard girl, man, who wears green armor and has a green tail. And then there's some lady over there man, like in a cloak.
Who is obviously the goddamn what do you call it?
Evil villain. And then there's another witch.
The succubus. There we go.
Say, and there's like another a witch or Tora who has black hair and just dresses like a normal girl, but carries a staff. I gotta ask everybody when we get to the other witch though. But yeah, that's those 5. They don't fucking matter.
They really don't. But I think you Trishka, the best friend, the human girl that loved her best friend.
That went against her village for him.
And went with him. And she's been in love with him ever since. They 18 and she still didn't show her feelings. And they've been around each other their entire life.
Well, it's nature.
That's that anime shit, ain't it?
That's nature. I mean, again, like anime, man, is a recreation, man, of Japanese culture. So I'm like some facet of Japanese culture. So again, nice guys, man, they don't normally tell, man, the girls over there. You can't just chat up a girl, man, like at McDonald's or have her, man, be around you all in your life. Which is why, man, you usually see the moments, man, like in fucking Inuyasha and shit, where like they're standing, man, like on two opposite sides, man, of a playground, having, man, like a very unrealistic conversation by themselves. What the fuck is?
Where everybody else at? What happened? But she practically the overprotective yandere a bit. She really a yandere.
Of course she is. She wants to kill everybody.
Kill everybody that come near this boy. And she keep attacking the witch, Alyssa. Just keep attacking her, knowing that she cannot do anything against her.
That's a running gag, buddy.
She just anytime I kind of slash her, I get stuck. Like, and you keep throwing me like a rag doll.
Well, yeah, it was funny at first, but then it started to get kind of.
After it keep happening,
it hung around in life for one and two times.
It makes the character unlikable, and you just want the witch just to kill her.
Nah, it makes the moment unlikable because it feels again, like the moment itself, man, can play out the same way. Just take that scene out because nothing comes of it. You know, I mean, especially since Daniel kind of handles it the exact same way. Oh man, the girls that I hang out with and just
I'm gonna get you that way. Basically that shit right there. I just sit back and just shake my goddamn head.
That's how he treats it, and he just goes off somewhere.
Oh my god, this is so wacky,
you know, and there's only 2 times, man, like he speaks out on it. The first time was when Alyssa wasn't fighting back, and then just, what are you doing? You know, and then
well, Alyssa beat the crap out of her, almost killed her.
You know, then pretty much like he gets weird, talking about some like, you can't do that. That's my friend. Like, I'm like, I've known her all my life.
And we can't trust this witch because If she really wanted her, you just pull your head right off the medical force and just take them.
Just take it. Like, y'all can't do nothing, man. Stop them. So something
to
stop her.
Literally bust Morcom, make her fly into her own blade and split her in half with it.
She used to say, man, like, she may go straight Urbac on your ass. If
like, open your mouth. Killed her.
True.
And now Alyssa, the best girl in the book.
Well, because she gets the most backstory in the book. Because she's technically the only character of the 3 who actually gets a flashback. Because I said this before, like, if he would have done this a very different way, like, if he would have done the beginning a very different way.
Like, if Trisha didn't go with him to begin with and she...
No. Not that. I mean, like, if Hitman would have been... Because, again, he does the same... Well, still haven't gotten done talking about characters, but yeah, Alyssa, she is the one who does get the most backstory. I'll touch on that in a minute once we get through with the characters.
Basically, we got one more character, and we practically done with the character.
Of course.
I mean, like, Alyssa is that 72-year-old witch that look like a 13-year-old little girl.
Oh, and also we forgot about, she also has her pet horse, Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky.
A timid horse.
That always transform, and he explained the transformation every time.
Well, yeah.
Oh, we gonna get to the repairedness of this book pretty soon, but
of course.
But we gonna leave that to near the end,
But I do have a question to pose, man, when that does come up. But yeah, that is Alyssa. She's a fun-loving witch who basically is a foil to. She is a foil to Trishka, because basically they both play off of each other from both of the story, and then
you got the lolly arguing with the human girl.
You know, like that's pretty much like what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but also that does lead us to our final and third character, which is Sweet, or we don't know her name. They just call it that shit.
Because you know what happened.
Because that's the only thing that she can say.
She's a worker ant or a number.
she's a worker. It's like she's the worker ant, which is weird.
That Victoria didn't name none of them apparently.
Well, it's not that she didn't name them. That she just didn't. First of all, she didn't tell them anything about her like learning the English language, her growing like.
Speaking of learning English, he speaks in Greek, so she just.
But she can understand them. But the weird thing is though is that she chose an ant. Is that they chose an ant and they didn't ask her name. They didn't ask if like how long will it take man for her to learn English. Does she even know it? You know, like how long does it take for them to do that? And it's just well, if they're far away long enough, then they become fertile.
And then another thing.
I don't know what the relation to that is, but
yeah, they'll become fertile. They can actually start their own nest or whatever. Because at first, if they in a nest, they can't get pregnant. That's
for some reason.
Because only the queen can do it. The only queen can lay their eggs, basically. But the thing is, though, the thing that got me about this is, you know that she cannot speak your language, yet you always ask her what happened.
You on the repetitive side and all things.
I understand that, but just squeak.
Doing body language and body motions and shit like
she playing charade and they don't know how to play charade. Cause me and him could literally single-handedly pick up like what she talking about. And
give or take with the situation. I told one of my friends this like fucking 4 years ago when I first went to when I first met some friends from Cedar Point, and one of them was speaking in Chinese, right? And they were like, you don't even know what she's talking about. And I was like, look, based on the situation and how things are going, I know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's saying, but I know what she's talking about, okay? Because basically you up and told me, or at least like just before it started, you said that she has been having problems with so-and-so, right? And I was like, yeah, man, she's talking about that. Like, that's bothering her. Like, what's going on at work and people around her, like, she's feeling bad about that. How in the world you know that? Body language and what she's talking about.
Pretty much.
You know, I mean, like, it don't take that much, man, like, to know what they're talking about. But eventually they did start to get it. And eventually, like, sadly, like, near the end, like, once the repetitive shit, like, once it stops, it actually turns into a pretty good story, though. Like, actually going from, this is what Daniel's doing, this is Alyssa, then they meet.
The whole book was 3 days.
Of course it was.
So,
it was the whole trek, man, to them getting Squeak on their side, and like, all the girls coming,
fighting at blindness, it was repetitive, but pretty much entertaining at the same time.
Yeah.
But the greatest fight, though, Alyssa versus Tora, that shit was epic.
Of course it was, because that man was a big-ass chasing.
That shit was epic. It made me strive to get better. Like, you know what? Maybe I should put there are more different variety of fights in my own series.
Well, yeah, man, that one was a chasing. It's not terrible, but again, it's just chasing.
But get into the repairableness of this book. Discontent. That word was used so much. I started actually saying it just for the hell of it.
You say it now.
John just looking at this person discontent.
I'm like, will you fucking stop that, man?
He's siding with discontent. He run off with discontent.
Jesus.
He feigned discontent. He look at somebody with wonder.
I mean, honestly, I've said this before, and it was
or curiosity.
I mean,
timid expression. Like, bro, it's how you do the same words, man. You the tutorials, use synonyms, learn more words, man.
Or at the very least, man, like, stop. Well, you know, like, a motherfucker could go through, man, like a conversation and he would repeat the same facial expression a while. You know, Alyssa did this, smile. She smiled, softly.
She smiled softly, she smiled happily, she smiled innocently. She did an adorable smile.
But then again, it is the first book, though, so, you know. But again, it is something, though, where it's like, yeah, you need to stop fucking doing that. I mean, like, when you say that they're doing it the first time, I assume that they still have it until you bring up another
smile had
facial.
Not left her face. She continued smiling. She smiled at Daniel. Daniel responded to her. She smiled adorably at Daniel. Like, damn, really?
But like, oh my god,
don't get on the bag. We said this in the Eno regular video. The fucking bag. The bag is a character. You should have drew the bag and put the bag as the character.
I mean, again, like, it's a regular fucking duffel bag, and again, like,
it could fit a lot of shit in there. Like, it got like an infinite amount of storage in there, like a video game.
Well, again, with how much stuff it has in there, it doesn't make much sense.
And how she could carry it, and the antler is clearly strong in her, but yet they can't carry it, but they can like basically strain her and hold her down. She can't beat them because they stronger, but yet she can pick up this bag and they can't.
And Lucky can't lift it because it hurts his back, but apparently He-Man can pull a carriage, man, which that bag is in.
That bag, like I said, it's a character. They need to draw the bag. I want to see the bag.
The bag is a gag, man. Sorry for that to rhyme, but it is. But basically, what I was saying earlier though was that yeah, like it does feel like that only one character kind of gets a lot of backstory, and that is Alyssa. The other characters, on the other hand, we kind of just have to assume their relationship, or they have to just tell them to us. And I said that this book does kind of fall under the same problem that The Awakening does, where even though it does have a simple premise, is that when you really think about it, it's like this world should really have a shortage of men. And men should kind of have only the more safer jobs, you know, sort of men like being scholars and astronomers and stuff like that, and the women should do all of the heavy lifting, which, like in Daniel's Village, all of the women are the guards, they are the leaders, they are the fighters, and so on and so forth. And it's like, it kind of makes you wonder how many men are actually in the village. And if that is the case, then most likely they wouldn't have let him leave regardless of whatever his fucking plans are. Because again, they don't fucking believe it, and they're like, yeah, like, we don't want that. And I was saying to you...
But he never actually explained how many men there are on the planet. Or he said like, okay, like, man, you one of the last 60 men on this planet.
Or in this village. Or
in this village. So something of that sort.
You know, because knowing the world that they know.
Probably like 200 guys in there.
You know, I mean, like, because there aren't any male guards, like in the fighters are all women. So again, you look at that and it's like, the story probably, man, would have worked out a little bit better for Daniel's favor if and set him up a little bit more, man, like as a very determined kid. If it would have just been, you establish the village, you establish what is going on there, he presents his case, they tell him no, and then he sneaks out, and then Trishka hears it, and then she goes after him and tries to bring him back, which does kind of go with the whole thing of she wants to believe him, but she's driven by this order from her mother to bring him back. Right. You know, and then they meet all of these monster girls and everything, and then she slowly starts to understand, yeah, like, the monster girls are not that bad. And then when he does come back, you bring them back, and then they see that it's okay, then he gets their blessing, and then he goes on through the story. But that's from an outsider's perspective, so he's not going to do that. But
man, you're doing it because you're an author as well, and you try to break down the story. Like, you know what? This is how I would write it.
I mean,
and that art problem at Arthur, you like,
I mean, again,
like, you know what? I would roll it this way.
I mean, again, I said I said the same thing. But for which anime was that, man, that had Ruru in it? The anime that had Ruru in it.
Mirai Colors.
Yeah, Myrick Colors.
Myrick
Colors. But I have to say, man, when I said that, when they had the ending reveal, when like they had that demon come back, like looking like his mother and shit, and I was like, I wish that they would have made this the whole series
with her being the main boss, make her come at the end.
With her being like his mother and everything, and then like they just shifted it, man, like at the end we're like, yeah, man, she's evil. And I'm like, well, yeah, like, because I would have felt connected to her a little bit more because I really liked her as a character, but then she just came in like at the last 2 episodes
and died.
You know, like when she came back, she knocked everybody out and stole their powers. And I'm like, you know, like, you, man, could have built on something like that. You know, like have a villain going through. You know, like, because I actually like that series. I like that series. I like Ruru. I liked his friends. I liked it all. It was fun.
But love Ruru. That's her name, apparently.
I like her.
But even in the whole,
they had him kiss his fairy, of course.
He took up her whole face.
I kind of thought that she was gonna grow, because
she did get bigger in one episode.
I mean, I thought that when like he got his powers back, I thought that she was gonna grow human sized, and then because man, like the other two summonings he had, like they grew better. You know, like Malthus and Cerberus, they grew bigger.
Yes, they did.
You know, they weren't cutesy anymore. Like they were fucking like they were badass then. So I kind of thought that She-Man was gonna come back like bigger and stronger and shit.
Right.
But you know,
yeah. But back to the video, Mister. You doing that tangent, going off the topic like I do. I rubbed off on you.
It's kind of in the same vein
because it's a similar scenario.
Because it kind of goes with that scenario, and again,
and another thing, one thing that whole thing of getting to Ash, they were on their way to Ash with the whole book.
But like I said,
they got there the last two chapters.
But like I said, I actually commend this book for being short enough to know I'm gonna stay on topic. I'm gonna keep it about the monster girls. I'm gonna keep it on that. It doesn't need. I mean, like the hate shows up when it does, and then it goes away. You know, like the hate comes up momentarily, then it goes away.
Only problem I got with this book is to be paraphernalia, but everything else I read it, the action,
I really
and the characters, I recommend it. Seriously, out of 5 stars, I gave it a 4.
I give it a 4 too because I really like it because again for me personally, it's like, what do you rate a story on? Do you rate it how it's written? That's not getting you nowhere. Are you rating it on?
No, because every book gonna have flaws in it.
But like,
even a New York bestseller got errors in it.
Everything has flaws, man. Because not everything you agree with. I mean, hey man, we just got done watching Resident Evil. That movie's fucking terrible.
It has so many editing issues in that movie.
But then it's like you look at that, but then you look at something like a superhero film or like TV show The Walking Dead, and it's really good.
Right.
Or at least the first season was. You know, season 2 got weird. But you know,
we gonna dive directly probably into book 2 of this pretty soon, to be honest with you.
Because I like it, but then again, we did kind of hear, man, like negative things of like first 5 books are virtually the same.
Yeah, but what I read, like the sample is just a continuation. Yeah. So I kind of see like what you mean, unless it's the same type of running gag. Every time you meet a new monster girl. And one major you forgot to touch on is every last one of these girls want to be his mate. This is practically a hero anime like story.
It is inspired, man, by Rosario Vampire and stuff like
and
that.
Monster Musume.
But then again, I like those shows only because Monster. Well, sorry about that, but I like Monster Musume the most. Man, I got all these harem-based animes because of the simple fact that even though Kirisu, he is sort of built to be this nice kind of guy, he feels very different from most of your average harem main character. Not necessarily because he's a homemaker and he's a nice guy and he keeps everything in order. It's also the fact that he's technically a pervert and he wants to have sex with them, but he fucking can't because if he does, he's gonna go to jail. So it's like, pretty much he's like, I gotta get the fuck away from these goddamn women. You know, which is very different from, again, Rosario Vampire, where I forget our boy's name, but like he is kind of on the vein of, look, dude, you got succubus girl here who's willing to fucking let you sleep with her every night. Why don't you capitalize on that shit? You got a vampire girl, man,
in stories like that, they can put you or me in there.
I mean, at the very least,
I'll have too many baby mamas out there in those stories.
I mean, at the very least, man, like if you're going to do it, I mean, Rosario Vampire is good because they treat the monsters with respect. Monsters say, that's Rosario Vampire. They treat the monsters with respect. Same with Monster Musume, and Monster Musume has way more science in it. You know, like harpies, they're like actual birds. If they take 3 steps, they forget shit.
Right.
Which is why they mostly fly. You know, or pretty much like Cerberus women, like they're more prideful and shit. And when they let a man ride on their back, like that's like their they love that man. Because you can't just ride them because that's a thing for them, you know. And also, Lamia is like they can't taste food, save their life, which Lamia is such a terrible fucking cook. So again, it kind of works for that. I kind of haven't seen that too much. I've seen some of that in Eden, but only with the 2 monster girls though. Only with witches, which really is just they look young, and the ant girls with how their shit works. But it sort of feels like that's kind of like just half right now. It's like it needs more detail because it didn't jump all the way in.
Well, there
into
is 10 books, so we're gonna flush this out.
DayShawn, there's like 10 books, and you get a girl every book.
Or probably 2 or 3. Because you know that librarian came in near the end.
And I think she's a lizard girl, like chameleon girl who hides her shit.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And she got the same beliefs as him, and she loves the human world. And she want to live it. She want to coexist. And she's still a virgin, apparently.
Like they all are.
Except for Alyssa. She took it out the booty hole very first chapter.
Of course she did. She didn't wash her body out. Sitting on his lap.
Come with shit in it coming out. Oh, that's crazy. But anyway.
You gonna get this video flagged talking like that.
But anyway.
But hey, we all perverts. It's all good.
I mean, we cuss all the time in our videos. Right? But anyway, show you guys, let me know, rate, comment, subscribe. Check out Jongravesshow.
Check this book out. It's amazing.
And not to mention, we're gonna review this other book called The College Story. But we'll do that some other
College 101.
That shit there.
Well, you know the author for that one.
Yeah, I do know.
And she loves her baby.
Love her book.
Even though it's...
Shut up, John. We say that for the review. Have a good one.
I gotta say I gotta leave him guessing. Guess how I feel about it.
Peace out.